Over the last 2 seasons, Lakers guard Austin Reaves has gone from an undrafted rookie who signed a 2-way contract to a key player with a vital role for the Los Angeles Lakers, most recently being the X factor in their Game 1 road win against the Memphis Grizzlies in the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. His performances have caught the eye of many people in the basketball community. Some of them have been really riding the Austin Reaves hype train, and others not so much. Some have labeled him as a key player for the Los Angeles Lakers, while others consider him one of the most overrated players in the league. Let's see what people around the NBA world have said about Austin Reaves. Comparisons between Alex Caruso and Austin Reaves have become unavoidable. Both of them are 6'5" guards who mostly come off the bench and are very popular among the Lakers fan base. They've even gotten some MVP chants. And yes, they've gotten comparison because they both happen to be white in a predominantly black league. But while they do get a lot of comparisons, we can't really say that their games are similar to each other's. Alex Caruso seems to agree that these comparisons are a bit unwarranted, but he doesn't mind them much. He's a guy who's basically been in the NBA his whole career. I was a guy who wasn't drafted, went to the G League for a year, played in 3 summer leagues to try to get on a team, and still even then was grinding my way to get minutes and carving a role. He's a really good player too. It's the world we live in. We live in a world of comparisons, and that's what it is. Plus, it's a part of playing in LA. I'm sure he's in the same boat I am. He's probably like, I'm trying to hoop and have a good career, and he's getting questions like that. It's a part of the league. Something dumb like that pops up and you just move on. Game 1 of the series between the Lakers and Grizzlies was not about the stars. The games in the playoffs are usually decided by some big performances from the role players on the squad. This was no exception, as the Lakers got a road win thanks to the amazing performances of Rui Hachimura and Austin Reaves. Former NBA champion and now reporter for NBA Today, Richard Jefferson, shared his thoughts on the recent playoffs performance. It was the others. We focus so much on the stars, but a lot of times it's the other people on the team that dictate the series. We saw the guys on the Lakers, 52 points, 9 rebounds, Rui off the bench, great numbers combined. You're not going to win a championship if the other guys on the squad don't show up. Chiney Agumake agreed with RJ and added, "What I love about Austin Reaves is that he had one of the most efficient games we've ever seen. 2.17 points per chance. This guy was not only creating and making 5 out of 5 shots when it counted most, but he also created great looks, the most efficient looks in fact. One of the most efficient performances ever, and we all saw it, when he yelled, 'I'm him. I am him.'" Max Kellerman's a well-known TV personality when it comes to sports analysis. Kellerman became known in the sports media due to his work on ESPN's First Take, but right now he's working as a host of This Just In on ESPN and Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max on ESPN Radio. Whether on First Take or Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max Kellerman always has something to point out. Doesn't matter if it's a hot take or not, he remains confident in his takes. One of the most recent Max Kellerman takes is the one on Austin Reaves and some praising words for the Lakers guard. Anybody who's been watching the Lakers can tell you he's actually good. He's an actual good player. It's up to the Lakers whether they're going to keep him or not, if he ends up as some sort of cap space casualty if they decide to go for some bigger fish in the offseason. Right now, he's probably a $12-13 million a year guy at minimum. Not bad for a 2-way guy. LeScout James is one of the best scouts in NBA history. Recognizing a talent from first sight, Austin Reaves was one of the players that caught LeScout's eye. All jokes aside, LeBron James has been really high on Austin Reaves. After Reaves capped off his incredible fourth quarter to close out the Grizzlies for a road win in Game 1, LeBron took to the podium for his press conference and reminisced about the first practice alongside Austin. "I knew from the first practice that he wasn't going to be a 2-way player for long. I know the type of players that fit with my game, and I knew that Austin would be that. By LeScout standards, this is a pretty tame scouting report. We were expecting something like watching Reaves at Wichita State. But on a more serious note, if the king appreciates you as a teammate, you really are him. And you're more likely to get a good deal with his team as well." As a former Laker, Shaq always keeps an extra eye open on the current Los Angeles Lakers squad. It seems that LA really has a special spot in his heart. With performances like Reeves' Game 1 outing against the Grizzlies, players like Austin Reaves gain extra respect from the Diesel. This is why I've always been so high on the others. You know, LeBron had a pretty good game, 20 points, but superstars in atmospheres like that, they've got to be able to get up to the 30s or maybe even in the 40s. But when the others play well, it just makes it a lot easier. And the others did play really well. I don't expect them to play on a level like that every game, but you don't need that. You need them to play at a level like that for a game or two, and that's what gives you the advantage in a playoff series. But the others, they won the game tonight, and you really got to give it to them on this one. Former NBA champion with the Houston Rockets and now a colleague of Shaq on Inside the NBA, Kenny Smith agrees with the Diesel's take. Obviously, I get to see the Lakers a lot. Austin Reaves had a lot of games like that, but never on a stage. So when he scores 20, you're like, oh, it's the regular season, can he do that in the playoffs? And honestly, when I first saw him, I was just like that. Yeah, it was against them, but let me see if he can do that against an elite team. And then he did it against an elite team. Oh, let me see if he can do that in the playoffs. And he did just that in his first playoff game, so he really is like that. And when he's on the court, he allows LeBron not to be the primary ball handler, and LeBron was spotting up. I don't think I've ever seen that often in his career. Unfortunately, with performances like these and the attention he's been getting because of them, some people grow jealous of Austin Reaves and say some outlandish things about him. Former NBA player Rashad McCants, who you're likely to never have heard of, had some harsh words to say about Austin Reaves, and even played the race card while on Gil's Arena. I'm like, Austin Reaves? Y'all are giving $50 million to him because 1, he's white, and 2, he's playing with the Lakers and they're trash. So it's like, if the Lakers are not trash, he isn't playing. Stupid comments like this one are just borderline racism due to people being jealous of other people's success. But unfortunately, this is the world we live in. Austin Reaves was on a tear while LeBron was out with a foot injury. With James recovering, ESPN's Jay Williams questioned how the Lakers would be able to reintegrate the NBA's all-time scoring king back in the squad. How do you bring back LeBron? The more I sit there and think about it, the more I think about it. When you bring back LeBron in a short period, how is Austin Reaves supposed to continue to play at this level? The ball's in his hands a ton. You guys know the kind of ladder, the kind of rhythm you get when the ball's in your hand. You increase the amount of possessions, the volume of possessions. When LeBron comes back, are you going to play LeBron James off the ball? Obviously, this comment received a lot of attention from Twitter users, and rightfully so. Comparing Reeves' role on the Lakers to LeBron's is not something you see very often, to say the least. Sports analyst Skip Bayless used Austin Reeves' performance as a new way to take aim at LeBron James. Known for being LeBron's biggest hater, Skip used Austin Reeves' performance while the King was out with an injury to bring him down once again. It's become a running joke that Skip will do anything he can to talk about LeBron, as he knows that his controversial opinions about the King will gain a lot of attention. But we're still going to listen to what Bayless had to say. Who need Bron when you have Hillbilly Kobe? Tonight, Austin Reeves had some George Reeves in him. Dare I say he's athletic? Many are able to see through comments such as this one from Skip and just enjoy a young player bursting onto the scene and using the most of the chance he's gotten to prove himself. Better luck next time, Skip. Lakers head coach Darvin Ham is one of Reeves' biggest fans. The rookie head coach had nothing but praise for the young Lakers guard, and that's a huge reason for the chance he's given Reeves in the Lakers rotation. He's one of my favorite players that I've ever coached. He's fearless and really likes to prove himself, and he did. That's why he's become one of the key contributors for our team. I look forward to him having many more great years in the purple and gold. With his contract coming to an end this summer, with performances like these, there's no denying that Austin Reeves is up for a big payday this summer. Coach Ham and LeBron James have expressed their desire to keep Reeves on board, and it seems that the Lakers will do everything in their power to sign Reeves to a big money extension this summer, and rightfully so.